Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a review. I usually say quick review, but they end up being like 10 minutes long, so they're not actually quick. So I'm going to be doing a review on Luxy hair extensions. So as always, I'm going to give you my personal honest experience with these extensions as I do with all my reviews. I'm not paid to do this, nor do I really gain anything out of it. I do the pros, the cons, and just a couple of different things that I noticed about the extensions. So I do have them in right now, and that's why my hair is much longer than it regularly is. I'll give you a quick view what they kind of look like. So there is a lot of hair. It's quite long. It comes to shedding. It comes probably about to kind of almost mid-waist. So I think that's about, I want to say between 20 and 22, actually no, not 22, about 20 inches. In the back. Okay, so first things first. Luxy hair extensions is, I don't know the whole background about them, but I do watch their videos quite regularly for the hair tutorials. The Luxy sisters, Mimi and Leyla, are phenomenally beautiful women, and they always have great hair tutorials, as well as great makeup tutorials. And that's one of the reasons I started watching them, was mostly not even just for the extensions, but the hair tutorials themselves. They sell a variety of different colors of hair extensions, and they sell two different types. There is the 120 gram set, which is $120, and 160 gram set, which is $140. So with the actual hair, Mimi and Leyla, their actual head of operations is located in Toronto, but when they actually ship their hair out, it's shipped from the United States in their warehouse, and that's in Illinois. So the hair extensions that I have in right now is the 160 gram set in chocolate brown number 4 color. They look kind of like this color. The lighting is really bad. So you can tell that the hair is multi-tonal. It's not just one flat dimension. There are a couple of different shades in there. So with multi-tonal hair, it's a lot easier to match it with your own hair color. And the chocolate brown, it's not a dark brown at all. It's a little bit lighter. So it's there are some blonde flecks in it when you are standing in the sun. And it actually matches my hair pretty perfect because my hair is almost, it's not ombre on purpose. I cannot stand that trend, but I'm trying to grow out my hair. My hair is darker towards the top. It's a black, and just because of the way that I've dyed it over the years in the sun, it just automatically bleaches it out to kind of like a weird caramelly copper color, and that's what happens to match a chocolate brown. I ordered these extensions on a Wednesday, I believe, and I ended up receiving them the next week. So it only took about a week's shipping time, and they did ship from the Illinois warehouse, so I was pretty impressed with that, because shipping from the States to Canada, on average, it usually takes about 2 weeks. So shipping with the hair was free. So that was just my quick basic experience right now, and I'm going to go on to the pros and then the cons and give you my overall thoughts, feelings, and whether or not I would buy these again. So the pros, once I actually received the hair extensions, I really did like the packaging. And I noticed in the beginning when Luxy Hair first started, they didn't really have a way that you could test the hair color out and see if you actually liked it, because you obviously, for sanitary reasons, can't return hair extensions. So the packaging comes in a plastic package, about that wide, that tall, and the hair is kind of all bundled up. So there's 2 different sections. The top one has the majority of your wefts in it, and the bottom section, just a little piece, and it has, I think it's a 1 clip weft or a 2 clip weft, and they basically have that weft so you can take it out, compare it to your natural hair, and see if it's going to be the right color match. If not, then you can just send it back, no questions asked, and that way you can get you can exchange it or get a full refund. So I think that packaging is quite brilliant because it's so hard to tell with the shades online whether or not it's going to be a correct color match or not, so that's a perfect way. The customer service that I experienced, I had ended up emailing them on several occasions. So the customer service was really good. They ended up answering me probably within about 24 to 48 hours each time. Very polite, very easy to deal with, and very informative. Anyways, another thing that I liked about the hair extensions is the amount of hair that comes in them. So as I said, I have the 160 gram set, but I don't actually have all of the wefts in right now. So it comes with It comes with 2 4 clip wefts, 2 3 clips, 2 2 clips, and 4 1 clips, I believe. And that, I ended up putting them all in my hair, and it was just like a massive amount of hair. My hair is a little bit more on the fine to medium side, but I just wanted to have extra wefts of hair in case I end up damaging one of them, then I could just get another one from the 160-gram set. So that's why I did that. So in my head right now, I have a 4 clip weft on the bottom, 2 3 clip wefts going around either side of my head, a 2 clip weft on this side, and then 1 clip weft on this side. And the reason why I have a 1 clip on this side is because the way I part my hair, there's a lot more hair here already, so I don't need that much more volume or that much more hair. So I like the amount of hair that comes with it. It is very thick. The second thing that I like is the standard length. And a lot of different companies, I don't have a lot of experience with clip-in companies, but actual hair that you buy in a weft that you install yourself in individual strands. There's different lengths that you can choose from. There's usually a standard of 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. These ones, I haven't measured them, but the way that they fall, I'm going to assume they're close to 20 or 22 inches. But I'm also quite short. I'm 5'2", so they could be like 18-inch extensions, but they just look really long on me. Anyways, I think they're about 20 inches, and it's the perfect length, so in case you do decide that they are too long, you can trim them up a little bit. I do like that that is their standard length instead of paying more to purchase a different length. Another good thing is their clips. Now, I've only been wearing my extensions for about a month, so I don't have like the most super in-depth review, I guess, on hair quality. But looking at the clips themselves, they have a nice little silicone strip on it. So if you look here, the foggy colored strip right here, that is a strip of silicone. So when you actually put it into your hair and you close the clip shut, it's going to help secure your hair in here a little bit more, so your clip's not going to slide down your hair all day. The only thing that I could foresee being a problem is the way that these are sewn on. So if you look here, there's two pieces here that are sewn on, one here and 2 on the side. If you're going to have these for the length of, say, a year and wear them very regularly, I could see a problem with the threading coming very loose, because just looking at it now, there's a little piece right here that's kind of frayed, and I could probably see that not coming loose over the next couple of months or next month or two. Now, the extensions, when I first got them out and I brushed them through, the extensions themselves, they feel fairly silky, and the reason why I say fairly silky is because the other extension experience that I've had before has to do with the individual strand method, where you actually take little bundles of hair and you glue them directly onto your own strands of hair. So I'm kind of comparing the quality between the extensions that I had then and the quality of these extensions right now. So they were fairly silky, but I mean, all hair that's manufactured, when it arrives, it's always going to feel nice and silky, because just in order to keep the integrity of the hair when they ship it, most companies I know, they end up putting like a light silicone coating, I guess, on it, just to make sure nothing tangles or snags or sheds or anything like that. So first impression when I got the hair was pretty good, but I was a teensy bit disappointed compared to the quality of hair that I thought I was going to get. So this kind of wraps up the pros section here. Again, just to reiterate, I like the packaging, they have good customer service. The standard length, about 20, just say 20 inches, is really nice. And the clips themselves, I haven't had any problems with them sliding out of my hair. I don't even bother teasing my hair where at the sections I'm going to clip these on at. If you have really fine hair, like baby fine hair, and you find that they're sliding out, a good suggestion would be to tease the hair lightly, put a little hairspray, and then clip that in. So hopefully that eliminates it from coming out of your hair. So now we're on to the cons. The main thing that I noticed when I first took out my extensions, I brushed them through, and just before I washed them actually, was not only the quality of the hair, but the tips of the hair at the very end here. But at the bottom, these obviously came straight. The way that they were cut at the very bottom, and you can still kind of see it, it was cut very bluntly across. So it's like somebody took scissors and just went snip. I'm not a fan of blunt cuts at all. They work for some people, but I personally don't like it. I razor and cut my own hair, so at the very bottom it's very wispy, and that way if you have layers, it blends a lot better. That kind of bothered me because I had through all of my wefts and cut them and just kind of snip them up and down, just making sure that they weren't super blunt, because it just it doesn't blend with my hair first of all, and it looked really bad. So that was one of my major disappointments, and that may not bother you at all, but compared to the hair that I had before, which I'll actually show you now, it was kind of a hassle for me. If you're going to pay that much for hair, you want to have it almost perfect right out of the box. So this is the weft of hair that I got from Main Max, and that's who I went through to do all my individual strands. And I have tons of other videos on that explaining very in-depth and detail why I chose to go this way. And it's actually, I don't think I explained the quality of the hair that much, but the quality of the hair when I first got these wefts, it's so beautiful. I could not stop running my hand through it. It's so soft and silky. So I'm folding up the weft right now, so the hair is going to look a bit thicker, but at the very bottom, this is how they come. You can see that they already come very choppy. So if you have multiple layers, if you take this hair and you put it up here, it's going to blend a lot easier than a very blunt cut. So the way that these already came, that's how I like them. That's how I cut my own hair. They're just very wispy and the lengths are very even. The Luxy hair, I noticed that although it was very blunt, it wasn't completely straight across. It was almost staggered in different levels, so I don't know, it's kind of strange. Now the quality of the hair, again, comparing on its own, the Luxys are really nice, but compared to the hair quality that I've used before, it was like night and day. So the hair comb that you're supposed to use is, they recommend having a looper brush, and that's what I used to actually comb out my hair every day if I wear my Luxy extensions, but I'm just going to use this one just for the sake of demonstration and because I'm lazy to go upstairs. So when you feel the hair and you comb through it, you can't hear any tangles. It literally glides through like butter. And I did the same thing with the Luxy extensions. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is very slight tangling, and when I pull through it, you can feel little tiny tangles every single time. The one thing I forgot to mention, this weft of hair and the other weft of hair, I've already washed through them with a shampoo and a deep conditioner. And the shampoo and deep conditioner, conditioner that I used the first time is I think it's a Pureology hydrating, and it's in like a purple tube thing. Anyways, it's the recommended ones for these Main Max hair extensions that are actually installed into your hair, and you have to have them on your hair every day. So every time you wash, these are the ones that's recommended, and I've never had a problem with them being very dry. Now, on the other hand, with the Luxys, I wash them with the exact same shampoo, but after I let them both air dry, the Luxys just feel very dry. Not like brittle dry, but dry enough to know that it doesn't feel silky. You don't want to run your hands through it. Even as I'm playing with the hair and running it through right now, I can still feel little tiny tangles and snags. The other thing that I noticed with the Luxy hair, and again, this is my first clip-in hair extension experience, so I don't know if this is different or the same with every other kind of company out there, but when I go through and comb Luxy hair, there's no tangles right now, so if I comb through from the very top, I do notice that there's shedding. The shedding has minimalized a little bit, but when I'd say the first 2 weeks that I got them, I would use a looper brush, I would comb through them starting at the bottom and working my way up, and there would be like small clumps of hair coming out, so it was very concernicus for me because that was only 2 weeks. I was afraid that what if after 3 months there's almost no hair left on the wefts. So that's another con that I noticed about these, and I went through the website, sorry, not the Luxy website, but YouTube websites and other people who have blog channels to review it, and they do say that they notice quite a bit of shedding as well. Again, I don't know if this is natural with clip-in extensions because it's so hard to get the wefts sewn in without losing hair, or if this is just a problem with the Luxy hair extensions. And the last thing that I noticed about wearing the Luxy extensions, I've been wearing them pretty religiously for like the past month, almost every single day or every other day, and I don't actually wear my hair straight. I wear it curly. As you can see, this is how I pretty much wear my hair every day when it's down, and I don't actually put any product in it. All I do is use heat protectant, and that's it. I don't use hairspray on my own hair or any kind of gel. Actually, that's a lie. The only other thing I'll use after I curl my hair is a smoothing serum to kind of coat it so it looks glossy, and it just separates and defines the curls. And then I noticed throughout the day I'm constantly running my hands through my, ow, as you can see, it tangles. So this is what I usually do each day, and I try not to touch my hair that much just because I don't want the oils from my fingers interfering with the style. I don't want to comb out my style, but I do like to be tangle-free throughout the day. So I usually start from the ends, and I gently comb through just because I want to make sure there's no tangles. Ow. So this is all I do, and this is what I encounter a lot. And I'm combing through the same spot. It's not like I'm starting up here where there's a big tangle and just pulling the tangle down. There's not really big tangles to begin with, but they're very small ones, and there are a lot of them. So even combing through in that like 10 seconds, I've only lost 5 hairs. That doesn't seem like a lot, but if I have to do this like 10 times a day, that's like 50 hairs, and that's one day. Now, maybe I'm crazy and you shouldn't comb through your hair to get no tangles, but I do notice that there's just, every single time I do that, I lose at least 3 or 4 hairs. And then I figure once it's kind of tangle-free, then I can leave it. But when I notice when I'm at work and I walk to the washroom or I walk to my boss's office, the hair kind of sways back and forth. But it seems to tangle a lot more than even my natural hair. So when I get back to my desk, I'll just kind of gently comb it, and then there's shedding and tangling. And I think the reason why it might tangle so much is just because, in my personal opinion, the hair is a bit more dry, and drier hair tends to knot up and tangle more and kind of like snarl together. So that was kind of the end of my con list. I know it was kind of a big one, and I rambled on a lot. So I just want to give you my overall thoughts on these, my personal opinions. I did pay for these extensions myself. When I got them, I was very excited. I recommended them to my cousin, and she ended up getting a set as well. She really likes them. This is her first set of extensions, so I can see why she would be so thrilled with them. But for someone like me who's come from the world of hair extensions, again, not clip-in extensions, but from the world of extensions using single strand method where you have the hair attached to you every day and you really have to make sure you take care of that hair properly, I was pretty disappointed with these Luxy hair extensions. The color match for the extensions was dead on. Again, with the customer service, I emailed them a couple of pictures of my hair. They sent back some recommendations, and it was perfect. I still do like wearing my Luxy extensions because my hair, my natural hair, where are you? Is that it? No. Anyways, my natural hair comes, I don't even know where my natural hair is. That's actually how well the extensions end up blending, as long as your haircut, to begin with, has a couple of different layers. So what was I saying? Ah, yes. So my natural hair length comes probably about to upper boob, and the extensions come lower boob. So I really do like the length. I wish for a lot more volume in my hair as well as length. And from far away, they look really good. I've gotten a lot of compliments. People have noticed different things about my hair. Even the VPs that I work with have mentioned how great it looks. So overall, you know what? I will continue to wear these hair extensions until they shed, until there's no more hair or they're so dry that it just breaks off. So it's not like these hair extensions are horrible, awful. I wouldn't touch them within a 10-foot pole kind of thing, but if I had to reorder hair extensions, I would likely be looking at another company instead of repurchasing from Luxy. And I mean, nothing against the Luxy sisters at all. They still have fabulous hair. I love their tutorials, their makeup tutorials. Like, it's really good quality, and they are beautiful women giving you really good tips. So nothing against them. I know different things happen in companies. I mean, you can't please everyone. I have my own bath and body business, and I've come across a couple of customers who you really just cannot please no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try. Everyone has a different experience, everyone has different opinions, everyone has different hair. So for my opinion, I wouldn't purchase these again. I will still continue to wear these until they run out, but I just wanted to give you my review on it because, you know, with my reviews, I try to go as in-depth as possible because when you see reviews on the internet that they're perfect and awesome and there's no flaws whatsoever, you really gotta wonder about it. Most of the times when that happens, it might be a rare case where that is completely true, but especially at the beginning of people's careers when you're sending out product as freebies for people to do reviews on, more often than not the reviews are going to come out really good because they receive that for free. So let's wrap up an uber long video. I know this wasn't quick at all. It's probably going to end up being like a full 15 minutes. I apologize. But as always with my videos, if you look in the down bar, I'll provide a basic review of all the information that I yammered on about here. So you don't have to look at me and hear me talk for 15 minutes to really find out what I thought about these extensions. I hope that was really helpful to you guys. I know I'm probably going to get a couple of comments bashing me saying the Luxy sisters are awesome, but I'm willing to go through that to get my honest opinion out there, just so it's another opinion to help you decide, should I spend my $140 on this, or should I not, or should I take it somewhere else? But if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to send me a private message or leave it in the comments down below. And subscribe to see more random and beauty-related videos where I just tend to ramble on and on and on and on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!